Do you ever feel like the energy you used to have just isn't there anymore? Like climbing a flight of stairs feels like scaling a mountain? Or staying focused through the afternoon is a constant battle? Maybe you notice little aches and stiffness that weren't there before. Or find yourself just not having the same drive to do the things you love. It's easy to blame it on just getting older, isn't it? Society often tells us that slowing down, feeling tired, and losing a bit of our spark is an inevitable part of the journey after 60. But what if that's not entirely true? What if some of the common challenges we face, like dwindling energy, changes in strength, or even shifts in our mood and mental clarity, aren't just about the years passing, but about missing pieces in our nutritional puzzle? Many men reach this stage of life and simply accept feeling less vibrant than they used to, not realizing that their body might be crying out for specific support. It's not getting. It's a painful reality for many. The feeling of losing a step, of not being quite as sharp or as strong. But there's often a hidden secret to reclaiming some of that youthful vigor, and it lies right on your plate, or perhaps in a small daily supplement. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 essential vitamins and nutrients that are particularly crucial for men over 60. We'll talk about why they're so important, how to spot the signs if you might be lacking them, and most importantly, practical ways to make sure you're getting enough to boost your energy, improve your performance in daily life, and simply feel more alive and vital. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you about just how much these simple nutrients can impact your life. Let's start with the first vital nutrient that plays a huge role in keeping you feeling sharp and energetic, and that's vitamin B12. Now, when we talk about energy, B12 is often at the top of the list, and for good reason. It's absolutely fundamental for your nerve cells and your blood cells. Think of your body as a complex electrical system. B12 helps keep the wiring healthy and the current flowing smoothly. It's essential for creating DNA, the building blocks of every cell, and it's deeply involved in making red blood cells, which are the carriers of oxygen throughout your body. Without enough oxygen getting to your tissues, you're going to feel tired, sluggish, and just plain run down. What's particularly important for men over 60 is that absorbing B12 from food becomes more challenging as we age. This isn't something you did wrong. It's just a natural change in our digestive system. Our stomachs produce less stomach acid and a protein called intrinsic factor, both of which are needed to strip B12 from the food we eat and get it into our bloodstream. So, even if you're eating foods rich in B12, you might not be getting the full benefit. The signs of B12 deficiency can be sneaky and can often be mistaken for just getting old. We're talking about persistent fatigue and weakness, feeling lightheaded, having a sore tongue, numbness or tingling in your hands and feet, often described as pins and needles, difficulty walking, muscle weakness, and even issues with memory, mood, and concentration. If you've been feeling unusually tired or experiencing some of these symptoms, it's definitely worth considering your B12 levels. The primary sources of B12 are animal products like meat, fish, poultry, eggs, and dairy. So, if you follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, getting enough B12 from food alone is extremely difficult, and supplementation becomes almost essential. But even if you eat animal products regularly, remember that absorption issue we talked about. This is why many doctors recommend that men over 50 or 60, regardless of diet, consider getting their B12 levels checked and often suggest a supplement or fortified foods as a preventative measure. A supplement can bypass some of those absorption challenges in the stomach. You can find B12 in various forms, including pills, sublingual under-the-tongue tablets, or even injections in more severe cases of deficiency. The amount needed isn't huge, usually measured in micrograms, but consistency is key. Making sure you're getting enough B12 can really make a difference in combating that feeling of chronic tiredness and helping your nervous system function optimally, which impacts everything from your reflexes to your mood. It's a foundational nutrient for maintaining your vitality and sharpness as the years go by. Now, moving on to another absolutely crucial nutrient, especially for men over 60, and that's vitamin D. We often think of vitamin D for strong bones, And yes, it is vital for helping your body absorb calcium, which keeps your skeleton sturdy and reduces the risk of fractures. But vitamin D's role goes far beyond just bone health. It's more like a hormone than a vitamin in many ways, and it has receptors in almost every cell in your body. This means it influences a huge range of functions, including muscle function, immune system health, and even mood and energy levels. Low levels of vitamin D have been linked to muscle weakness, fatigue, and even symptoms of depression. As men age, several factors make them more susceptible to vitamin D deficiency. Firstly, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D when exposed to sunlight, which is one of our primary natural sources. Secondly, many of us spend less time outdoors as we get older, especially during certain seasons or if mobility becomes an issue. Thirdly, conditions that affect nutrient absorption can also impact vitamin D levels. Signs of low vitamin D can include fatigue, muscle aches and weakness, bone pain, and feeling low or depressed. These symptoms can be vague and easily dismissed, but correcting a vitamin D deficiency can sometimes lead to a surprising improvement in energy and overall well-being. Getting enough vitamin D from food sources alone can be challenging. While some foods are fortified with vitamin D like milk, orange juice, and cereals, and fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines contain some, it's often not enough to meet the body's needs, especially when sun exposure is limited. This is why vitamin D supplementation is widely recommended for older adults, particularly in regions with less sunlight during certain times of the year. Getting your vitamin D level checked with a simple blood test is a good idea to understand your starting point. The optimal levels are a subject of ongoing research and debate, but most health professionals agree that maintaining a certain level is important for overall health. Taking a daily vitamin D supplement, often in the D3 form, which is the same type your skin makes from sunlight, can be a very effective way to ensure you're getting enough. It's a simple step, but one that can have a significant impact on keeping your bones strong, your muscles working well, your immune system robust, and helping you maintain your energy levels and a positive mood. Making sure you're getting adequate vitamin D is like giving your body a fundamental building block. It needs to function properly at every level. Now that we've talked about the foundational support from B12 for energy and nerve function, and the widespread benefits of vitamin D for bones, muscles, and mood, let's move on to another powerhouse nutrient that's essential for overall vitality, and that's vitamin C. When most people think of vitamin C, they think of oranges and preventing colds. And while it is crucial for a healthy immune system, its role in your body, especially as you age, is far more extensive. Vitamin C is a potent antioxidant. Think of antioxidants as your body's defense team against damage from unstable molecules called free radicals, which can contribute to aging and various diseases. By neutralizing these free radicals, vitamin C helps protect your cells from damage. But beyond its antioxidant power, vitamin C is absolutely essential for the production of collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body and is a major component of connective tissues like skin, tendons, ligaments, and blood vessels. As we age, collagen production naturally declines, which contributes to wrinkles, joint stiffness, and even affects the structure of our blood vessels. Getting enough vitamin C supports your body's ability to make and maintain healthy collagen, which is key for keeping your joints moving smoothly, your skin healthier, and your blood vessels strong. Furthermore, vitamin C plays a role in energy metabolism and helps your body absorb iron, another mineral crucial for transporting oxygen in the blood and preventing fatigue. So, while it might not give you a direct energy boost like caffeine, it supports the fundamental processes that keep your body running efficiently. Unlike B12, vitamin C deficiency isn't as common in developed countries, but inadequate intake can still occur, especially if your diet lacks variety. The good news is that getting enough vitamin C from food is relatively easy and delicious. Citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits are famous sources, but many other fruits and vegetables are packed with it too, often in surprising amounts. Think about bell peppers, especially red and yellow, strawberries, kiwis, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and even potatoes contain some vitamin C. The best way to get vitamin C is through a varied diet rich in these colorful fruits and vegetables. Because vitamin C is water-soluble, your body doesn't store large amounts, so it's important to consume it regularly, while supplements are available. Focusing on getting vitamin C from whole foods provides other beneficial nutrients and fiber as well. Ensuring adequate vitamin C intake is like giving your body a daily dose of internal maintenance, supporting your defenses, keeping your connective tissue strong, and helping everything function smoothly from the inside out. Next up, let's talk about a vitamin that doesn't always get as much attention as vitamin C or D, but is incredibly important, particularly for men over 60. Vitamin K. When people mention vitamin K, the first thing that often comes to mind is blood clotting. And yes, vitamin K is absolutely essential for that process. It helps produce the proteins needed for blood to coagulate properly, preventing excessive bleeding. But there's another, equally vital role for vitamin K that becomes increasingly significant as we age. And that's its connection to bone health and cardiovascular health. Vitamin K is crucial for activating proteins that guide calcium to where it needs to go, into your bones and teeth, and helps keep it out of where it shouldn't be, like in your arteries. Think of it as a traffic controller for calcium. Without enough vitamin K, calcium might not be fully incorporated into your bones, potentially contributing to bone weakening, and it could potentially build up in your arteries, which is a major risk factor for heart disease. There are two main forms of vitamin K, vitamin K1 and vitamin K2. Vitamin K1 is primarily found in leafy green vegetables like kale, spinach, collard greens, and broccoli. Vitamin K2 is found in fermented foods like natto, a traditional Japanese food, some cheeses, and produced, to some extent, by the bacteria in your gut. Getting enough vitamin K, especially K2, is becoming recognized as increasingly important for maintaining both strong bones and flexible arteries as we get older. Studies suggest that higher intakes of vitamin K2 in particular are associated with a reduced risk of fractures and better cardiovascular outcomes, unlike some other vitamins. Measuring vitamin K levels isn't standard practice unless there's a specific concern related to blood clotting. The best way to ensure adequate intake is through diet. Incorporating leafy greens into your meals several times a week is a great way to get K1. For K2, adding some fermented foods if they agree with you, or potentially considering a K2 supplement, might be something to discuss with your doctor, especially if bone density or heart health is a concern. Making sure you're getting enough vitamin K is like investing in the long-term health of your skeletal and circulatory systems, crucial for staying active and independent. Finally, let's shine a light on another B vitamin that plays a vital, though often overlooked, role in keeping your energy levels up and your nervous system happy. Vitamin B6, like other B vitamins. B6, also known as pyridoxine, is a workhorse in your body, involved in hundreds of enzymatic reactions. Its primary functions include helping your body metabolize protein, carbohydrates, and fats to produce energy. It also plays a crucial role in the creation of neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers in your brain that regulate mood, sleep, and cognitive function. Furthermore, B6 is involved in the formation of hemoglobin, the part of red blood cells that carries oxygen. While severe B6 deficiency is uncommon, suboptimal levels can contribute to fatigue, irritability, depression, and difficulty concentrating. As with B12, absorption can sometimes become less efficient with age, and certain medications can also interfere with B6 levels. Getting enough vitamin B6 is usually achievable through a balanced diet because it's found in a wide variety of foods. Some good sources include poultry, fish like salmon, onion, tuna, potatoes, bananas, chickpeas, nuts, and fortified cereals. Including a mix of these foods in your regular diet is the best way to ensure you're getting adequate B6. If you have specific dietary restrictions or are taking medications that might affect B6 levels, it's worth discussing this with your doctor or a registered dietitian. They can help you assess if a supplement might be beneficial. For most men over 60, focusing on a varied diet rich in whole foods is the most effective strategy for meeting their B6 needs. Ensuring you have sufficient B6 is like making sure all the little gears in your body's machinery are turning smoothly. It supports your energy production, keeps your nervous system happy, and helps maintain your mental clarity and mood. It works synergistically with other B vitamins to support your overall vitality. Ponji no toku. So, we've covered 5 key vitamins and nutrients that can make a significant difference in how you feel as a man over 60 vitamin B12 for nerve health and energy production. Vitamin D for bones, muscles, mood, and immunity. Vitamin C for antioxidant protection and collagen formation. Vitamin K for bone and heart health. And vitamin B6 for energy metabolism and nervous system function. Thinking about these might seem a bit overwhelming at first, like you need to become a nutrition expert overnight. But remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Each of these nutrients plays a vital role, and ensuring you're getting enough is like giving your body the right tools it needs to continue performing at its best. You might start by focusing on 1 or 2 that resonate most with you, perhaps checking your levels of B12 and D with your doctor, as those are commonly deficient in this age group. The surprising truth I mentioned at the beginning. It's just how much of a difference getting adequate levels of these essential nutrients can make. It's not about turning back the clock 20 years, but it is absolutely about unlocking your body's potential to have more energy, more strength, more clarity, and more zest for life. Right now. I've heard from countless men who thought their fatigue or aches were just an inevitable part of aging, only to find a remarkable improvement after addressing simple, nutritional deficiencies. It's like clearing away fog you didn't even realize was there. Imagine having more energy to play with your grandkids, to pursue a hobby you love, to travel, or simply to enjoy your daily life without feeling constantly drained. That painful reality of feeling limited and slow can begin to lift when your body has the fundamental building blocks it needs. Making these changes doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as adding a fortified breakfast cereal, being more mindful of including leafy greens and fish in your meals, or talking to your doctor about whether a targeted supplement is right for you. Small, consistent efforts are what count. Remember, you're not alone in navigating these changes that come with age. Many men experience similar challenges. And fortunately, there's a lot you can do to support your health and vitality. Taking proactive steps with your nutrition is one of the most empowering things you can do. It's investing in your ability to live life fully, actively, and joyfully. We've talked through these 5 crucial nutrients, exploring why they matter and how to get them. I hope this has given you some practical ideas and perhaps motivated you to look at your own nutrition with fresh eyes. What resonated most with you from this discussion? Have you noticed any of the signs of deficiency we talked about? Or perhaps you already take supplements and have seen a positive difference. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful and encouraging to others in our community. Sharing what works for you, or even the challenges you face, helps us all learn and grow together. And if you found this video helpful, if it sparked some ideas or made you think differently about your health, please give it a thumbs up. That simple click helps this video reach more men who could benefit from this information. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. We're here to share practical, easy to understand advice on how to live your best life at every age, focusing on things you can actually do to feel better. Stay active and maintain your independence and vitality. Don't accept that feeling tired or slowing down is just something you have to live with. There are often steps you can take to reclaim some of that energy and enthusiasm. Let's keep exploring how to make the most of these wonderful years ahead. Live your best life at every age